Kia ora and welcome to the second installment of the Daihatsu Copen build. In this episode that I call The Plan, I will be discussing in general what my plans are for this kit. Some of you may have noticed that that is not a Daihatsu Copen sitting in front of the camera. In fact, it's not a car at all. What it is a model kit that my daughter built about 6 months ago. It was actually the inspiration for me to buy this kit because I love the colour so much. The fact that I managed to pick up the Daihatsu Copen kit for $1, that's right, $1, lucky me, on that Hobby Link Japan sale, I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to get a car for cheap and try out this colour scheme. Let's see if we can take a closer look. I know the lighting's not the best, let's see if we can get a better close-up of the colour. Probably not going to be easy, but you can see it's got this almost a cola metallic effect to it. Not sure how well you can see that, but hopefully you can. And it's that colour, which is why I put this on screen, because as I can show you in a second, as you may have recalled during the unboxing, on the side of the box, on the box art, was this little image. And I was doing a bit of investigation to find out more about the options I could use in the build of this car, and found out that this particular image was taken from the brochure when the limited edition 2 version of the Daihatsu Copen was released in 2006. As you can see, the colour is somewhat similar to the bear guy model that my daughter painted. So let's take a look at what options there are in the kit, what I've decided to use, and what colours we're going to go with. Starting with the plans for the body, well, it's pretty much stock standard. There's only really one option for the front and rear bumpers, and as there are no grille openings or vents, there's nothing to open up and stick some mesh behind for a more realistic look. Obviously the two guards there, I'll be using the correct one for the right hand drive, which is what we use in New Zealand. Two tyre options, well, not that one, that's an easy decision. I'll be using these BBSs, and my plan will be to mask off the outside rim to leave that chrome and spray the inside with a Tamiya smoke colour. So that one there. Now the two options for the tail lights to go along the picture, I'm not going to use the red ones, I'm going to use the clear ones, and then I'm going to paint out some clear red pieces in there and the little reverse lights in there to give it that Altezza style look. And even though it's not on the special edition 2, I think that this little chrome exhaust around will look quite cool, quite effective, so I'm going to use that as well. And as I mentioned in the unboxing, we have 4 little pieces up here which you can use optionally to lower the suspension or keep it at a normal height. I'm going to be having it in the lowered suspension. In this kit they give us 3 different front grills. The original one, the uprated one, and then the limited edition one, which unsurprisingly is what I'll be going with. Although I do think it might be a little tricky to mask off the chrome and keep the black bits where required. As for interior, I'll be going for the right hand drive. They give you 2 options for seats and the corresponding steering wheels. The nice stock standard ones, or in my case the Recaro ones, which is what I'll be using. I don't know how you can see this in the camera, but in here, in the shoulder supports, you can see there's some quite bad sink marks, which is a little unfortunate, but if that's the only problem I have with the moulding of the kit, I don't think it's going to be too bad. So off the camera there, sorry. So you can see that there. We're definitely going to go with that because they just look cool and quite sporty. So now we're going to have a discussion about the colours. First of all, obviously the body. What to do with that? Well, my daughter, to get that effect on her petite guy, which is what I'm after on this car, used Tamiya Gloss Black as the base, with this, a red pearl powder and a clear coat. I picked this up from a panel beating shop. It's got like a teaspoon of it for a couple of bucks, and when you add it to the clear coat, you get really nice. I don't know how well we can see this in the camera. I'll try and show up, it's not going to be easy. Hopefully you can see that. Unfortunately I can't see it in the camera, but there we go. By putting that in the clear and layering it over the black, it gives that really cool, really nice coke colour. The instructions also call out for the interior to be painted in matte black, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix German grey with a bit of black to give it a dark grey for the seats and any fabric in there, just so it changes it up a bit and differentiates it a bit from the dashboard and the other stuff, which are probably going to be in a semi-gloss. I'll try and keep these in a more matte satin finish. As for the fronts of the seats and the inserts in the side doors, the limited edition 2 comes with sort of like an orangey leather Alcantara, and I think the best way, or the closest way I can replicate that, is by using Tamiya's Desert Yellow, which is a sort of a beigey colour, by mixing in some orange, and hopefully the two colours will give a nice colour. And hopefully I can work out how to put a picture up here somewhere so you can see what I mean, to get an idea of the colour I'm going for. And that is the plan. Like all things, not everything goes to plan, but in that situation, or those eventuations, I'll be showing you where I come across any problems or issues, dust in the paint, complete cock-ups, just anything in general, to see that even I make mistakes, and even if you do make mistakes, you can work through those issues and come up with still a nice model car at the end of it. I think there's a lot of model guys out there that do a lot of good work, but you don't see the problems and issues that come with it. So it's pretty hard to learn in those situations. So I'm going to leave that all in there as and when it shows up, just so I'm not perfect, even though I do try to attain perfection in everything I build. Yeah, I know, that's quite a lofty goal and probably never get there, but hey, we've got to strive for improvement, don't we? Anyway, that's it. That's the plan.
I love it when a plan comes together.
So, thanks for watching. If you like this episode, please subscribe and hit the like button. Any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. Until next time, goodbye.